10 Bureau Chief Gary Bryan caught up with Officer Nicholas today. He has more on what led to the moments before the video.
It's quiet here on Poplar Street here in Robinson, Illinois. The morning of New Year's Eve started out fairly similar. However, just a little bit after daybreak, that all changed. Robinson police officer Nathaniel Nicholas started his shift at 6 a.m. on New Year's Eve. The Flat Rock native had worked for just about an hour when something got his attention.
I was just on patrol. I just happened to turn. I was on one of our main streets, happened to turn down a side street. I saw about 5 blocks to the north, large flames coming out of a residence.
The officer quickly made his way to the area to investigate. Officer Nicholas drove east past Lincoln School when he came upon 406 Poplar Street, and flames were already coming from the house. He parked his car here at the intersection of Poplar and Myers Street. He turned his lights on, and that's also when his dash camera came on.
When I approached the residence, I was not sure if anybody lived there. There wasn't much in the yard. There was no vehicle. I wasn't sure if it was abandoned or not.
Nicholas came around to the back side of the house where the fire was most intense. That's where he found Carl Tarwater. Tarwater had fought his way through the flames, but lay just inches from the fire.
I was not sure the extent of his injuries. The only thing I knew is that he needed to be away from the residence because it was a very significant fire. So my first instinct was just to, of course, move him away. In the video, you can see Nicholas pull Tarwater to safety. As neighbors rushed to help, the officer knew what to do. Training took over, and a little bit of the first aid and first response training that we have. That's initially what caused me to take the action that I took.
Paramedics arrived within minutes. Tarwater is now being treated for his injuries at Eskenazi Health Burn Unit and is listed in fair condition. Looking at the back of the house, it's hard to believe someone could survive. But thanks to quick action by Officer Nathaniel Nicholas, he will. When I asked Officer Nicholas about his actions on Monday morning, his answer was simple. He was just doing his job. He says his actions were no different than any other police officer would have done on a similar quiet morning. In Robinson, Illinois, Gary Bryan, News 10.